Welcome back to the Built by Me podcast. I'm your host, Taina.
And I'm Mo.
And today we're not filming a regular episode. We're actually doing a 2024 wrap. It's the end of the season. It's the end of the year.
That's right.
And we just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who supported us, liked, commented, subscribed, followed, gave us a rating. We appreciate you all so much. We have a lot of ambitious goals for 2025, including our subscriber count. So stick to the end of this video to find out. We have a fun little giveaway for you guys. But before we get started, we've never actually talked about why we started the Built by Me podcast and what the point was, what the mission was behind the story.
We just jumped right in.
Yeah.
Episode after episode with no explanation. And here we are.
Left you in the dark.
A year later.
Finally spilling it all.
So what is Built by Me?
Yeah.
Backstory, I guess, is Taina and I, we work a lot with service-based businesses. So one day we kind of got together and said, why not actually do a podcast that tells the stories of the service-based businesses, whether you're an entrepreneur or you've been working in the trades or in a service-based business, not the trades, but a service-based business specifically. So think of like, somebody's doing window washing or owning a restaurant, any type of service. We come across all these types of customers and we hear a lot of their stories, and we said, why not come together and do a podcast called Built by Me? So who is me? Me is you, the entrepreneur, you, the person who's working in that business. And so our idea was to kind of build this community online where we can kind of come together, share some stories of the entrepreneurs, how they kind of came up and how they got into the business, and then kind of, talk about certain topics like, customer service or hiring new employees or dealing with, staffing or scaling your operation or anything like that. That's kind of interesting, because what we believe is that there's a lot of similarities. And I don't know if you've been listening for to our podcast, you'll see. So whether we're interviewing, a restaurant owner or a window washing company or a spa owner, there's a lot of similarities in terms of the struggles, in terms of the issues that they run into, or how they kind of scale and operate their business day to day.
Yeah, just even personally as well. They're sharing their personal stories, some of the struggles that they've gone through, how they've overcome them, how they got to where they are. And if you can see yourself in them at all, I think there's something for everyone to take away. And that's also why we wanted to name it Built by Me. We want it to be very personal. These are the stories of these entrepreneurs, stories of these business owners, but also you can see yourself in them as well.
Yes.
Hopefully,
yes.
we hope. We've had a great year. We've had 19 episodes, 21 amazing guests, over 700 downloads, over 8,000 views on YouTube. And for a new podcast, these are great numbers. I'm happy with them. We've had a lot of great moments as well. What was one of your favorite moments?
And the subscribers.
The subscribers. We have 80 subscribers.
80 subscribers.
And we want to get to 500.
That's our goal.
By the end of next year.
We can. I believe we can.
I think I can.
I believe we can. I think I can. I think we can.
We're manifesting. We're holding space.
But you know what? Like, for all the guests that we've had on the show, honestly, thank you guys, because without you guys, it would just be Taina and I talking about what we think is best, but we wanted to bring you guys the experts, right? So that's kind of what the idea here was. So thank you to all of our wonderful guests for taking the time out of your busy schedules, sharing your stories, and just, giving those little nuggets that can help us build this community into something big.
Yeah, I loved it. What was your favorite moment of the season?
Favorite moment?
You can give me top two.
I love the top two. I love the underdog stories. You know what I mean? The ones I think two that kind of come to mind initially were Joshua Brown. Brown's pressure washing company. He opened up about his story about going from drug dealer to pastor to pressure washing, extraordinaire, if you will. But his story of just resilience and how he kind of carried a lot of different similarities across his journey through life and how he's kind of scaled his business. Super amazing story. Or even like Ali from Tahini's, the restaurant, him and his brother just, jumping in, buying a restaurant, never worked in the restaurant space, never did anything, to now scaling to, I believe it was like 50. I saw it recently opened his 53rd location.
Wow.
So it's like...
And they were just at 40 a second ago.
They were just at 40. We filmed them this year. We talked about them. 40 locations.
Yeah.
They're at 53. So
that's
amazing, amazing success. But to hear those stories and then see probably one of the things I loved the most was the humbleness. Everyone that we talked about was just so humble, even though they're so successful and they've come across a lot of things. They've experienced a lot of different things, building their businesses up. But super humble. But what were your
and their openness, their vulnerability, open willingness to share their tips, their tricks, their how they got to where they went or where they are now. I just think that was so inspiring.
100%. What were your favorite moments?
I really liked when Christine Hodge was sharing her experiences being a woman in a male-dominated industry. I think being a woman in myself, I really connected to what she was saying, and just it was so inspirational to see that she's such a light in this community. Awesome. And she had a lot of great insights to share. I also just loved all the locations that we filmed at. I loved filming at Terra Nova Spa, at Tahini's, at Buttermilk. Where else did we film? Nashville. We went to Nashville, which is crazy. Our first year out, we have a trip.
Yes. So we were able to actually get a lot of amazing entrepreneurs at Nashville. We were at the huge convention this year. Shout out to the huge convention for having us. I think it was amazing.
It was great to meet everyone too. Seeing everyone in person, having a conversation in person is great. We love our online guests as well because we can't meet everyone in person. And I think they shared so many great nuggets, but I think being in person, being able to connect really gives you a different level.
But honestly, I think the biggest thank you goes out to you, the listeners, right? Like whether you're listening on Apple or Spotify, watching us on YouTube, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for supporting us on this journey, and we hope to kind of keep doing more for you.
In the next year we actually want to do quarterly giveaways to our subscribers, to the people who are supporting us, because we really could not be doing this without you. So we want to do quarterly giveaways, and our first one, we want to do it right now, right?
One right now.
So all you have to do to enter is to like, comment, on this video and subscribe to our channel. We'll be picking a winner on December 23rd via YouTube Shorts and Instagram. So make sure you're following us on there to stay up to date. We're giving away.
What do they win?
You're right.
Forgot to mention the prize.
You're going to win a $100 Amazon gift card. So it's a great way to wrap up the year. You can spend it on something for yourself or as a gift to someone else.
Yeah, absolutely. So definitely, if you're not subscribed, do subscribe. Like Taina said, comment on this video and like this video, and you will get entered in to win that prize.
Yes. And you have until December 23rd.
December 23rd. That's the big thing.
Yeah.
So let's talk about next year. What's happening next year? What's the plans?
We're working on our plans for next year, but the biggest thing is we want this podcast to be beneficial for you. So if there's any stories that you want to hear about, any tips or any industries that you want to hear from, let us know. If you want to be on the podcast, if you have an interesting story to tell, reach out to us. We'll put our email in the description down below, so you can send us an email, pitch us your idea, pitch us your story, and we'd love to hear from you.
Absolutely. And if you have ideas of things you want to hear more about, maybe you don't want to necessarily be on the podcast, but you say, hey, I want to hear more about this specific thing, please comment below. Comment below, and make sure you're subscribed. Because we're hoping season 2 is going to be bigger and even better than season 1. I'm
so excited for season 2. More locations, more guests, more yapping.
We already have a lot of guests actually lined up. Like we have a lot of amazing guests that we've scheduled out in the year. So can't wait for that to start.
Yeah, very excited.
So last but not least, again, a heartfelt thank you to all of our listeners, all of our subscribers, all of our guests for making this possible. We're definitely looking forward to next year and doing more of this. So thank you.
We just want to wish you a happy holidays and hope you have a great new year. And until next year,
keep building.